can the extinction of a species justify the creation of a civilization? Can we even call it that? What is civil about the destruction of life? Who decides what organisms matter more?
Welcome back, my dear dreamers and dark romantics, to the witch's lair inside the Crypt of Nights. Tonight, we descend into Bugonia, a surreal eco-horror and tragicomedy where paranoia, extinction and myth collide through Lanthimos' miraculous lens. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, the weirdo who gave us such incredible oeuvres like The Favourite and Poor Things, Bugonia is a very stylistic remake of the 2003 South Korean cult classic Save the Green Planet. This one was written by Will Tracy, whose repertoire includes Succession and The Menu. It stars Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, who go toe-to-toe, figuratively and even literally. With production by Emma Stone herself, alongside Ari Aster and Lars Knudsen, a duo of modern surrealists. I watched this at the Regal Cinema, in regular format, and A24 did distribute it in IMAX in certain markets. If you have the opportunity to watch it on a premium screen, I recommend it. Robbie Ryan's cinematography is once again spectacular. Along with James Price's production design, Lanthimos creates an embellished work, where every still is worthy of being framed in a prestigious gallery. Development for Bugonia began in 2020 as an English-language remake of Yang Jun-hwan's Save the Green Planet, with writer Will Tracy, Succession, adapting the screenplay, and Jang initially set to direct. Producer Ari Aster, Hereditary Midsummer, championed the project and influenced key creative changes. In early 2024, Yorgos Lanthimos replaced Yang as director, bringing in his longtime collaborators at Element Pictures. Emma Stone soon entered talks to star, marking her fourth collaboration with Lanthimos, while Jesse Plemons joined the cast when the project was retitled Bugonia and presented at Cannes. The ensemble later expanded to include Alicia Silverstone, Aidan Delbis, and Stavros Halkias. The film's haunting score was composed by Jerskin Fendrix and performed by the London Contemporary Orchestra, his third collaboration with Lanthimos after Poor Things and Kinds of Kindness. Filming began in July 2024 in England and later moved to Atlanta, wrapping that October. The production was originally budgeted at $45 million, but ultimately reached $55 million. Making it Lanthimos' most expensive project to date. Shot almost entirely on 8-perf 35mm VistaVision film by Irish cinematographer Robbie Ryan, Bugonia achieves a rare visual scope not seen since One-Eyed Jack's, 1961. The final scenes were filmed at Sarakiniko Beach on the Greek island of Milos after Lanthimos' request to shoot at the Acropolis was denied. An appropriately poetic compromise for a film about human ambition and divine rejection. The story starts with two storylines. The first one is about Teddy, Jesse Plemons, a delusional conspiracy theorist, and his cousin Don, Aidan Delbis, who seems to be in the spectrum. The second one is about Michelle Fuller, Emma Stone, a pharmaceutical CEO who is the embodiment of a true bitch. Cold, focused on success, and with no true feelings towards others. Both storylines quickly interact when the two cousins kidnap the CEO because they believe she is an alien. What begins as a hostage thriller soon transforms into a philosophical battle between paranoia and truth, faith and delusion, alien conspiracy theories, theories about the endangerment of the bees, surreal sequences and gory violence. Later, you start questioning yourself what is real and what is not. Though Bugonia bears the bones of Save the Green Planet, Lanthimos adorns them with so much grandeur that the strange, beating heart of the original begins to fade. His world is immaculate, every frame composed like a tragic painting, every line of dialogue deliberate and polished. But in that precision, something essential slips away. The raw, chaotic humour that made the original feel so alive. Where Jang Jun-hwan's version embraced absurdity as both weapon and wound, Lanthimos treats it like a specimen, pinned beneath glass, and just out of reach. The humour that once made us complicit now feels out of place. Bugonia as a film is gorgeous, unsettling, and meticulously crafted. Most of these elements don't really translate to the satirically absurd. The word Bugonia comes from ancient Greek ox birth. It names a strange and beautiful ritual, the sacrifice of a cow from whose lifeless body bees are said to miraculously arise, meaning that for life to begin for one species, another needs to be sacrificed. This is precisely the problem with this film, the type of over-the-top reference that doesn't work for the layman. Lanthimos and writer Will Tracy seem drawn to Bugonia not only for its meaning, but for its sound. Part insect, part illness, part prayer. It hovers between worlds, just as the movie does. Tracy once said the title's power lies in its ambiguity. It sounds alien, floral, and strangely human all at once. In that way, it mirrors the film's central idea, that perhaps something pure can still emerge from the carcass of a corrupted world. Or perhaps the title, like the ritual itself, is a quiet joke, a promise of renewal that was never meant to work. If you need a reason to watch this film, I will give you two: Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. Neither of those are exactly newcomers to critical applause, but Bugonia elevates them both to a whole new level. Plemons creates a character in which delusion and tragedy are an art form, while Stone meets him with the coldness of someone who's been on top of the world, read the ending and decided not to care. But for moments she breaks and tears down her facade and she's human again. It's unnerving, hilarious, and very empathetic. If there are better prizes than the Academy Awards, they both deserve them all. Bugonia takes a little suspension of disbelief to really appreciate it. It is a film about humanity's last delusion, that salvation will come from somewhere else. It may not be Lanthimos' greatest work. It may not be his masterpiece. It is a very Terry Gilliam-esque attempt at very beautiful, surreal, dark humour that somehow misses the mark. But if you're looking for a masterpiece from this director, believe me, it's coming. All he needs is the right story. If you're looking for excellent craftsmanship, this director is someone to study. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please keep watching The Crypt of Nights.